Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from RockSpace. This is the RockSpace T1 smart battery camera. What it is an outdoor security camera that supports a pan, tilt, and zoom at 1080p resolution. It'll work on a 2.4 gigahertz network. We're going to dig into it now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so once you get everything out of the box, this is what you're going to get. Now, this is a 1080p camera. It is waterproof for outdoor use, IP65 rated. It does have activity zones, full color night vision. You do get a nice setup guide here that will go over everything. It's in English, show you where your power button is, reset hole, micro SD card slot, and basically how to get set up on either the Google Play Store or the App Store for iOS. So hold on to that for reference. You do get mounting hardware. This needs to be mounted upside down or changed in settings if you're going to use it the way that I had it set up. So you can see it'll mount just like that, and then you're good to go. But you can flip the image, so you can use this as an indoor setup as well, set up just like I have it on my desk. You do get a guide here for your screw holes so that you can mount this correctly. You do get all the screws and mounting hardware, and you also get a reset pin in this little bag. You do get this is for securing the camera itself, and that'll go through the mount and then into the camera to secure it in place so that you have it nice and secure, and also so that you can remove it to recharge the built-in 9,000 milliamp battery that's in this that will last you a month or two before you have to recharge it. Now, recharging, you're going to use a standard USB to micro USB cable that can be plugged in to any laptop or USB port on your PC, or you can use your phone or tablet's wall adapter. Now, it is a pan, a tilt, and zoom camera. You can see we've got a nice big lens here. We do have two floodlights on the sides, so that will illuminate things at night. So you can use the traditional black and white night vision, or you can use those for your colored night vision as well. On the bottom, you've got a kind of a nice foot there if you do want to set it up like this. On the top, we do have a little slot here that's going to house your power button. It's also going to have a space for a micro SD card, and it's also going to have your reset button in case you need to reset the camera. On the back, you are going to have a couple different things. You're going to have a speaker because it does have two-way communication, and you're going to have another tab that you can pull out for that charge port, that micro USB charge port there. Overall, just a nice design here, rugged enough for outdoor use, obviously, and being mounted upside down this way will be able to zoom around on your surroundings, even at night with those nice floodlights that they have here so that you can see things in color at night as well. Okay, so getting set up on the app is really simple. It's called Rockhome, and you will scan the QR code to grab that. I'm going to be doing this on Android, and once you're in the app, it's pretty much just adding the camera. So we're going to add the camera now, and this is a super easy process. It gives you step-by-step instructions. If you have a battery enabled camera, you're going to want to power it on, and if it's plug-in, you're going to want to plug it in, and then you're going to tell it that you hear a beep or sound. So we're going to open this up at the top and press our power button, and you will notice that we do get an indicator light on the front of the camera that is blue, and that means that it is powered on. Now, you can turn that indicator light off if you don't want it to be on, say if you've got it mounted on your front door or something like that and you don't want people to see it at night, you can turn it off. So I did hear the sound, and I will go to the next step. It's going to ask me for device's location. I'm going to say while using the app, and it's now going to search for activated cameras. Now, what this will do is we'll beep again, and we will go to the next step, and we will add our Wi-Fi information. Now this only works on 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, not 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, so be mindful of that. Now I have two different ones here. One is named 5G and one is my 2.4 gigahertz, and I will enter my password here so that we can add that information to the camera. And again, this is step-by-step, very easy instructions for being able to set this camera up. Once I have my information plugged in there, I'll just hit next, and what it will do is it will bring up a QR code on the actual phone or whatever device you're setting up, and it wants the camera to select or see that information. And once it does, it will make a beep sound and it will start uploading that information from the phone application to the camera. So super simple here. So it now found the camera. It is now registering the cloud service and initializing the camera, and my connection is good to go. We'll hit next, and once we go to next, it will check for any updates after you can either name the camera here. You can put it in a location like front door or office or back door. I'm just going to put it in the office section because that's where we are right now. And then we'll hit done, and it will check automatically for updates, and it will start to update the camera if it needs to be updated. Okay, so once you're updated, it will default to just being able to connect here. And what I've got on this is Dr. Strange. I usually use Dr. Strange for my camera setups here. If I double tap, I can zoom in. You've got a bunch of different controls here. Obviously, this is a pan and tilt camera doing up to 355 degrees. So I can pan back and forth, tilt up and down, and move that if I want to. Now I can pinch to zoom. I can also do an audible alarm if I need to scare off anybody. I do have that white light, which is, again, those floodlights so that you can get that color night vision, which is actually very, very nice. And again, this is all battery operated, so there are no wires with that 9,000 milliamp battery. You also have an intercom built in so that you can speak from your device throughout that speaker on the back of the camera, and you can talk to whoever you would like. You can set do not disturb so you don't get any motion detection notifications for a certain amount of time. And then we have our camera list here. So let's take a look at being able to go in and see our library of results here, motion detection results. You do get 7 days of cloud storage for free. You can get their awareness service, which is a service that will add extra things, intelligent notifications, and it will actually give you up to 60 days of cloud recording. So you can do that if you would like to. You do have camera management here and some feedback. Your language, you can change that if you would like to. You can go into the camera and you can check a lot of settings here as well. Your motion detection, AI analysis, notification settings, and some of these are on their paid tier, some of these are not. Basic usage of the camera and recording is going to be free, of course. Some of this AI analysis is going to be able to, differentiate between a person, a pet, a package, or a vehicle, just to kind of give you an idea. And some of these smart push notifications can also be done with that as well. Now, activity zone here, you can set your activity zone, but that is also, again, part of that. But if you just want what it sees to pick up something, no problems whatsoever. You do have sleep settings here, so you can go in and set your sleep settings and schedule those if you would like to. Firmware info, your SD card if you have one installed, your lighting settings. This is where you can go in and change that night vision from either infrared mode or to something like the using the white light mode, and this will give you that color versus infrared mode, which is your traditional night vision. Both work very well. I didn't have any problems with either of those. Now you can go into installation settings and you can change the orientation here. This is where you can flip the image 180 degrees. So if you have it as a tabletop like I do, or if you're setting it up in the mount, this is where you will go to change that setting. Very easy and very intuitive. The whole app works very, very well. Don't have any problems with this whatsoever. Getting 7 days of rolling cloud storage for free is great. I don't see any need for anything more than that. But you can see now how crisp and clear at 1080p, and I can zoom in. It's just really nice overall how it looks. And I'm going to show you a picture real quick of this so you can see exactly what the picture looks like. So you can see this is a still picture, 1080p still picture blown up to 4K, and still looks very crisp and clear. No problems whatsoever with still images on this camera. Okay, so going back to the app, again, taking pictures and moving through the app in full screen is just as easy. You can see pressing once will give you all your pan and tilt controls here. You do have a microphone option for speaking to people. If you need to speak to people, you can take a quick picture. That's the one I just showed you guys. And then you can also take video as well. So if you want to save video directly to your phone, you can. So you don't even really need an SD card unless you want all those to be backed up kind of in a other than what you're using, because this will save all of these motion detection alerts right here in your library. And then when you want to look at the ones that I manually saved, I can just go to my gallery and those pictures and videos will be right here in my phone's gallery, so no problems whatsoever there. So let's take a look at the sample video that I took on my front door here, and you can see that this is 1080p video upscaled to 4K, so it will look a little bit more out of focus or pixelated than it would if it was native 4K. When the camera is sitting by itself stationary, it is very clear and crisp. When you pan or tilt, it gets a little pixelated during the movement, but quickly recovers, so no problems right there. You can see there's somebody walking across the street there, and I can see them and make them out. It's got a very wide range for the lens itself, so I don't really have to do too much pan or tilt to get the whole front porch here. So not a problem for me personally, but I do of course want to show you guys everything that it gets so that you can be the judge for yourself. But capturing on this camera is very nice. I don't have any problems, especially for just an outdoor kind of security setup here. Works really well in my setting, and overall I'm pretty pleased with the picture. So there you go. That's my review of the RockSpace T1 outdoor pan, tilt, and zoom security camera. It's got a lot of great features, a rock solid app, records very good video at 1080p, great still shots as well. That night mode with being able to do color night mode is a good feature to add in there, and being able to pan and tilt whenever you need to is also a plus. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. If you have any questions or comments about this device, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Remember to like, and if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so because that always helps me out. And I'll check you guys out on the next video.